Welcome to our channel where we explore the dark corners of history and the stories that refuse to die. Today, we're uncovering the real haunted houses that inspired some of the most terrifying horror movies ever made. From murders and curses to ghostly apparitions, these homes are far more than legends. They are chilling reminders that sometimes the truth is darker than fiction. In this video, we'll examine the true events behind films like the Amityville Horror, The Conjuring, and The Haunting in Connecticut. We'll look at the stories of the people who lived there, the investigators who documented the phenomena, and the skeptics who still debate the truth. So turn down the lights, grab a blanket, and get ready, because these stories are not for the faint of heart. We begin in the small town of Amityville, New York, where a colonial-style house became one of the most infamous haunted homes in America. In November 1974, the quiet neighborhood was shattered by a horrifying crime. 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered 6 members of his family as they slept. His parents and 4 siblings were shot execution-style in their beds. When investigators arrived, they were struck by how eerily peaceful the house looked from the outside, as if nothing had happened. DeFeo was convicted of the murders, but the story of the house was only beginning. Just over a year later, in December 1975, George and Kathy Lutz purchased the home at a drastically reduced price. They moved in with their 3 children, hoping to start over. Almost immediately, they claimed the house began to reveal its true nature. George Lutz reported waking up every night at 3:15 a.m., the exact time the murders had occurred. Cold spots appeared in rooms without explanation. Kathy said she felt an unseen force touch her. Black stains seeped from keyholes and walls. The family priest tried to bless the house, but claimed he heard a deep voice ordering him to get out. After just 28 days, the Lutz family fled the home, leaving everything behind. Their story inspired Jay Anson's best-selling book, The Amityville Horror, and a series of films that portrayed the house as a portal of evil. To this day, the house stands on Ocean Avenue, though the address has been changed to discourage tourists. Some owners claim nothing unusual has ever happened there, while others insist the darkness never left. Whether the Amityville haunting was real or a hoax remains hotly debated, but the fear it inspired is undeniable, and it helped shape the modern haunted house genre in film. Next, we travel to Harrisville, Rhode Island, to a farmhouse made famous by The Conjuring. The story begins in 1971, when Roger and Carolyn Perron moved into an 18th century home with their 5 daughters. They soon realized they were not alone. At first, the spirits seemed harmless. They would gently move objects or play with the children. But over time, the encounters became darker. Unexplained bruises appeared on Carolyn's body. Rotten smells drifted through the rooms. The family began to see a female apparition with a broken neck. According to the Perrons, the most malevolent entity was Bathsheba Sherman, a woman rumored to have practiced witchcraft in the 1800s. Local legends claim she cursed the land and hanged herself from a tree behind the house. Fearing for their lives, the Perrons contacted paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens conducted a seance in the home, which Carolyn described as the most terrifying night of her life. She believed she was briefly possessed, and the family begged the Warrens to leave. Despite their terror, the Perrons remained in the house for nearly a decade, eventually moving out in 1980. The story inspired The Conjuring, one of the most successful horror films of all time. Today, the house still stands, and recent owners have reported their own experiences with strange voices, shadow figures, and sudden chills. Ghost hunters and curiosity seekers flocked to the property, hoping to glimpse something from beyond. Whether you believe in Bathsheba or not, the legend of the Conjuring House continues to grow. Our next story takes us to Southington, Connecticut, where a modest house concealed a sinister history. In 1986, the Snedeker family rented the home so they could be closer to the hospital treating their teenage son for cancer. Soon after moving in, they discovered that the basement had once been a funeral home. Remnants of embalming equipment and a mortuary table were still there. At first, the family tried to dismiss the uneasy feeling the house gave them. But before long, they began to experience horrifying events. The mother, Carmen, reported seeing strange apparitions. The children heard voices whispering their names. Objects moved without explanation. Matt, the teenage son, claimed he was repeatedly attacked by unseen entities. Like the Perrons, the Snedekers turned to Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens believed the home was infested by demons attracted to the energy of the funeral rituals that had taken place there. After several exorcisms, the family said the disturbances stopped. Their experiences became the basis for the book In a Dark Place and the film. The Haunting in Connecticut. Skeptics have challenged the Snedekers' claims, pointing out inconsistencies in their accounts. Yet others insist that the darkness in the house was very real. Moving west, we arrive at one of the most famous haunted mansions in America, the Winchester Mystery House in San Jose, California. This sprawling Victorian estate was the lifelong project of Sarah Winchester, heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune. After the death of her husband and infant daughter, Sarah was inconsolable. According to legend, she visited a medium who told her she was cursed by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The only way to appease them, the medium said, was to build a house for the dead, and never stop building. From 1886 until her death in 1922, Sarah directed nonstop construction, 24 hours a day. The result was a labyrinth of 160 rooms, staircases that led to nowhere, doors that opened into walls, that opened into walls, that opened into walls. Some believe Sarah designed the house to confuse and trap vengeful spirits. Some believe Sarah designed the house to confuse and trap vengeful spirits. Others think she was simply expressing her grief in architectural form. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing phantom footsteps, and feeling sudden cold drafts in the hallways. The Winchester Mystery House has inspired countless books, documentaries, and the film Winchester starring Helen Mirren. It remains a powerful symbol of how guilt and sorrow can twist reality and perhaps invite something otherworldly. No list of haunted places would be complete without the Bell Witch legend, which inspired an American haunting. In the early 1800s, the Bell family of Adams, Tennessee, began experiencing strange occurrences in their log cabin. They heard knocking on walls, chains dragging across floors, and a voice that called itself Kate. According to the story, the spirit targeted John Bell and his daughter Betsy. Neighbors witnessed objects flying through the air and heard the witch's mocking laughter. John Bell's health deteriorated rapidly, and in 1820, he died after ingesting a mysterious black liquid that Kate claimed responsibility for. Even after the Bell family moved away, the legend persisted. Today, the Bell Witch Cave, located near the original cabin site, is said to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors report disembodied voices, cold spots, and an oppressive feeling of being watched. The story has become a cornerstone of American folklore and continues to inspire films and TV shows. These are just a few of the real haunted houses and sites that have left their mark on horror cinema. Whether the stories are true exaggerated, or misunderstood, they reveal something powerful about human nature, the need to explain the unexplainable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more true crime and horror documentaries. And if you dare, tell us in the comments, which of these haunted places would you spend the night in? Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that really happened.